Good day, ma'am. This is Charita Salabo from BSED English 1. So today, I am going to discuss about what is globalization and what is the impact of globalization in the communication. What is globalization? Globalization refers to integration between people, companies, and governments. Most noteworthy, this integration occurs in a global scale. Furthermore, it is the process of expanding the business all over the world. In globalization, many businesses expand globally and assume international image. Globalization is the word used to describe interdependence by the world's economics, cultures, and populations brought about by cross-borders, trade in goods and services, technology, and flow of investment, people, and information. Why globalization is important? Globalization is the process of transformation of the whole world into the global village. It means that the borders of countries are open to reciprocal integration and connection. All governmental systems in both developed and developing countries were under the influence of various globalization processes. One of the best examples of globalization is the fast food chain called Jollibee. Jollibee isn't just here in Zamboanga or in the Philippines, but it is all over the world. As what I've mentioned earlier, that it is the process of transformation of the whole world into the global village. So, Jollibee is under the process of globalization. So in general, globalization decreases the cost of manufacturing. This means that companies can offer goods in a low price to consumers. The average cost of goods is a key aspect that contributes to increase the standard of living. Consumers also have access in a wider variety of goods. In simple words, for me as a student, the best example of globalization is the fast food chain called Jollibee because it can benefit me as a student. I can earn, I can work, and with the help of that, it can help me financially. It is also the process of spreading goods, services, ideas, and information around the globe or around the world. Let's say, for example, the fast food chain Jollibee has a different branches or 1,000 of branches in every countries around the world. Globalization is a major contributor of the world's country's economy. It is also refers to the interaction of business and trade beyond the borders. The impact of globalization in communication. As the communication between the countries becomes open sharing of information became easier for us due to globalization. This has also contributed to the increase in speed of transportation of products. Countries joining together through globalization will remove the barriers and make the world a global village. There are 4 different types of globalization or the impact of globalization here. Number 1 is the availability of variety of products enable the consumers to have greater choice and enjoy the improved quality and lower prices for several products. This led also to a higher standard of living, increase in foreign direct investment, creation of new jobs in certain industries. The advantages of globalization in communication is that a global language allows for communication between different cultures. Language has always been the focal point of cultural identity. A global language dismantles communication barriers and offers individuals a gateway to understanding one another's cultures. As the communication between the countries becomes open sharing of information became easier for us due to globalization. This has also contributed to the increase in speed of transportation of products. Global communication is directly affected by the process of globalization. It's because it helps to increase business opportunities, remove cultural barriers, and develop a global village. Both globalization and global communication have the environmental, cultural, political, and economic elements of the world. And the most positive impact of globalization to me as a student is that globalization enhances the student's ability to acquire and utilize knowledge, enhances the ability to think, access, assess, adapt, and apply knowledge, to think independently and appropriate judgment, to collaborate with others, and to make sense of new situations. Globalization creates greater opportunities for firm industrialized countries to tap into more and larger markets around the world. Let's say, for example, the fast food chain Jollibee has a different branches in every countries and now has a thousands of branches around the world.